pass left of the session.
Okay, guys, this is decent lap on Hockenheim. 37.5 on 41-degree track and 70 humidity. I would say it's decent lap. Maybe I have one more tenth on the perfect lap, but this is good enough to make track guide. So we're gonna do it right now. Let me just see lap from the outside. Really good. Let me see hairpin. Good. Really good. Really good. Okay, let's start. What you mean, brother? Ah. Okay. Turn 1. We want to use complete. Hello, Lachi. Hello, Bratan. Turn 1, we want to use to maximize track on the entry because everybody knows that turn 1 on Hockenheim is one of the hardest corners in the motorsport, I think. It's not that hard, but if you want to extract full speed, it's one of the hardest because this curb here is really ugly. And on the exit on the left side, when we want to track out, we have off track. So if we want to keep it legal, it's really hard. On the entry, we want to use full track. We are almost touching gravel because the more you use here, the less we need to use steering wheel on the exit. If we are not using here track, if we put left tires on the white line, or for example half of the curb, you will probably make this corner, but then you will struggle here and use a lot steering wheel, probably understeer, probably off track, and probably destroy your tires. So the more track we are using here, the less steering wheel we are using here, the less understeer we have here, and the more acceleration we have on the exit. So let me repeat. We are using all the track here. We are killing speed pretty fast. And we are really smooth on we are 120 stream streak. Thank you very much, Ricky. Thank you. So we are braking just in the middle of 150 board. Just in the middle. But we want to brake so hard to kill speed faster. Because this corner is almost like, it's not 90 degree, but it's really strong angle, you know. So if we kill speed slow, we're not gonna de-accelerate on time and we're gonna understeer under the corner. So we are killing speed really fast here. Just before board 50, we are turning aggressively. And in the same time, we are releasing brake. But you don't want to release brake too fast. You don't want to release brake too slow. You need to find balance. So in the same time, we are holding little brake here into the apex to stay here, to not wash out. So brake on the middle, entry with brakes, smoothly release brake. When we see we have good angle, full throttle. You need to come back before this like connection of the curb here, you see. With right tire, you go back. And here we have one of the most, I think, most important corner on this track, together with Hairpin, because after this corner we have huge straight. So after this corner exit, we are going full straight, bam, until here, which is 254 kilometer per hour. And all this straight, we are gaining time if we make good exit from here. We can easily overshoot this corner and gain 1/10 on the entry, but then from 0.100, we're gonna go 0.87654, and we're gonna go to plus. So here we are prioritizing exit. Of course, we want to carry speed, but not too much, because if we carry too much, we're not gonna be able to make good exit. Here we are lifting just after 150 meters board. So we reach 150. We lift. We pravim si nešto za YouTube, ne mogu da pričam sad. Just after 150 we are braking, but we are not braking too hard. We are building the brakes, like I always say. You can see my brake input, look. We are building, and in the same time we are releasing brake. But you need to be really careful on brake release, because how you release your brake represent how you will be able to keep your car tight onto the sausage here. If you release your brake faster, your car will not be here. You will be 10 centimeter left. If you are 10 centimeter left, you will be half second later on throttle. If you're half second later on throttle, you will lose 2/10 until the braking point for the next corner. So here, you see, we are building the brake slowly. We are not doing this because we don't want to destroy tires. We are keeping car full balanced. Building the brake, maintaining the pressure, slowly releasing. And this last moment is also really important, because I saw that I'm really in the small amount faster than what I should be, and I just added little more brake to kill this speed what I felt I'm overshooting. Not overshooting, just like missing by little. So after I released it, I just added little to kill the amount of speed what I need to kill to be able to hit the sausage. Don't be afraid. It's not everything into the smoothness, guys. You can have this input, but you can also have this one. And this one, which looks bad, I mean not bad, but look worse than the white one. This one can be faster. So don't just have in your head smoothness of input. It's not what make you fast. Of course, you want to be as smooth as possible, but it's not something what making you Joshua Rogers, okay? So here, guys, we are braking on 150. After 150, we are building the brake. We are releasing the brake together with steering wheel. So how much we steer, that much we release brake. It's connected. Here you want to release brake as smooth as possible, so you are able to go onto the throttle higher. Because transition from brake to throttle, it's not only dependent of quality of the setup, it's dependent of your input. How you release brake here, how you release brake here is how you will be able to press throttle here. If you release brake wrongly, you will never be able to press throttle correctly, okay? So smoothly release, go on throttle. First 80% of throttle you need to build faster to get out of corner faster, and then the rest 20% you build it little slower to not get micro oversteer here. Because if you get micro oversteer here, you're losing like 700 until the end. Here we are using all the curb, so middle of the car on the curb. Middle of the car on the curb. And you want to go as left as possible, but not as left as possible to use too much tires, to sacrifice tire. You want to go left, but still without using tires. Look. You never hear my tires going screaming for help, you know? You're going left, but not too much to not use tires. Just gentle going to left, because we are going left, we are making track shorter, okay? So middle of the curb, going left, and going to white line. All the way following white line. Straight line. Do not make your car little to the right and then go to the left, because I saw a lot of people driving iRacing like this. It's completely mistake, at least for me, for my opinion. If you have corner here, people usually doing this. They are coming here with car, and then in the last moment they are going left, aiming on the curb, and then in the last moment they are turning car to the right. Okay, there is no reason to do it. If you already have long straight behind you, which is long enough to prepare your car on the best possible angle. So from here, you already go left, 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 completely on the left, and you're going here on the curb completely straight. There is no reason to go like this and then right, because we don't have trailer with watermelons, you know? We don't have trailer, so we need to go. So guys, prepare your car on the time and come here as straight as possible. Don't go aim for the curb. Here we are braking just after 150. Lifting. Immediately after lift, applying brakes. Slowly. It's slow motion. This is why input looks like this. I'm going to show you faster. Build the brake. Maintain the pressure. Smoothly release. Throttle. It's really, really important how you're going to press throttle here. It's not... If you press full throttle, you are just going to lose time. You need to be really patient. I know everybody want to go on throttle as fast as possible, but if you press full throttle here, you will just lose time. So braking after 150 as straight as possible. Using little curb for extra rotation, like you can see myself here. Little curb here, but still straight, you see. I was taking it. I straighten my car. Smoothly release brake together with steering input. Hitting the apex. When you see you have good angle of the car, 70% of throttle build aggressively, and then the rest progressively. Look. Bam. This is how you avoid oversteer, because we want to accelerate as much as possible until the next corner. Here you want to track out, you can put your middle of the car into the... I'm not sure if you can go a little more to the left, but there is not reason to do it. You can go with your right tires directly onto the white line. When you exit from the hairpin, you keep your right tires on the white line. It's the best possible scenario. Then we are going back. Also here, I saw a lot of people... Lekiam, thank you very much for raid, mate. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much, bro. I give you a shout out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. Here, guys, we want to go as tight as possible. So we are hitting the curb. You see? There is no reason for me to hit the curb because I have a lot space on the track to take it here or whatever. But why I'm hitting this? Because I want to make this corner as short as possible, okay? So what I'm doing, I'm hitting here. Obviously, I have plenty of space to go here, but I don't want, because if I go, I'm making track longer. And if I go wider, I need to go back to the right and then straighten my car for next corner. I'm not doing it. I'm hitting the curb, hitting the grass, and I'm immediately going to the right, straightening my car for braking, and we are perfectly prepared for next corner. If we come here without curb, we put right tire here. Here, in this moment, we will not be here. We will be completely different situation. We will be probably here. And it's not the same if we are going from here back to the curb or from here. It's much easier. We are using less tires and we are making track shorter. Okay, so hitting the curb and grass, making track shorter. Going inside, straightening the car before braking, braking straight line, bum, going on the curb because we want extra rotation from curb because curb is higher on the end and lower on the start. So we are using this natural rotation from the curb. Braking, lifting just on the start of the curb. You see blue part of the curb, full lift. You wait to not overlap. If you overlap input, it's not that bad. Obviously, better if you not, but if you overlap, it's not that bad. I can tell you 100%. So you come to the curb, lift, brake, but you're not braking aggressively because we don't want to screw balance again. Progressively braking, using the curb for rotation. The most important part here is to not carry too much speed. You see, my speed is 84. In this corner, in reality, you can carry 115. No, you can carry 105. You can carry 20 more kilometer. But if I carry 20 more kilometer, I will finish here. And from the moment when I hit this apex here, and I put my car here, from this moment when I put my car here and go back to the left apex, which is here, I'm gonna lose 2/10. 100% 2/10 I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna show you how this happened. So here we want to kill speed, use the curb, hit the apex, and you need to stay as tight as possible to the left. Never go middle. Okay, middle is maybe not that bad, but never go more than middle. We want to stay inside all the time. Kill your speed. You're not slower, you're just faster. Middle of the track, immediately go left as fast as possible. Left immediately. Again, using the curb for rotation. Almost touching gravel. I think I even touched gravel here. And then using next curb also. Touching grass completely here. Cheese, thank you very much for follow, mate. Welcome, guys. Thank you, thank you. We are using this curb, and then we are tracking out. You can easily put middle of the car on the curb. You should not be scared of off-track, because off-track is if you put your tire, this on blue part. Right tire here is off-track. So let me repeat. Braking, lifting on the start of the blue part here. Building the brakes, killing the speed. Just after board 50, starting turning with brakes. Hitting the apex, not too much, because if you hit this sausage, car will disbalance little, and this disbalance will make you throttle later. If you throttle later, you're losing the time. So it's better to not hit it and to be able to press throttle earlier. We are staying tight, going completely on the left, hitting this curb, turning in with second gear, lifting throttle. In the middle, in between these two curbs, we are shifting to third gear. Two reasons. First reason is extra rotation, because naturally when you upshift, you have extra rotation. And second reason is we are putting car in better position to throttle out, because higher gear, lower RPMs, lower risk of oversteering. Okay, so hitting curb, bum, turning in, short shift to third gear, throttle out. Tracking out, put car in the middle of the curb, staying on the left. Here is really important to use as much as possible track. Don't be afraid of wall. If you're afraid of wall, you will lose a lot of time here. You need to put your car as close as possible to the left. Here I have one point for turning. I'm going to show you which one. You can clearly see how white line changing here in front of your car. You can clearly see that line is straight, and then from this moment going left. Okay, so this point for me is point when I want to turn in. You see, Never use shadows, never use nothing. Always find something on the track to follow. So here, going completely left, you see, track is changing just in front of us. My left tire is just, look, bump. My left tire is just onto the place when line going on the left, okay? Turning in with fourth gear. Why? Because this is high speed corner and we want to carry more speed. If we downshift in third gear here, engine braking will kill a lot of speed. So we are not doing it. Obviously, it will be easier if I downshift to third. This corner will be like straight, zero issues to take it. But we don't want it. We need to carry speed and we need to stay in fourth gear. So just before line change, fourth gear, entry, and in the middle, you downshift to third gear. Not before, in the middle. Look this. Fourth gear, turn in, bam, staying completely on the curb. Full throttle, track out. Straightening car for the next corner. I'm gonna show you from the opposite, from the different camera. Bam. Line change. Just my tire on this place. Look. Look. Here. Downshift to third gear. Patient on throttle. Wait your car to put good angle. If you go earlier on throttle, you will not gain anything. You will just understeer into the gravel. So patience is key here. Fourth gear, turn in, downshift, wait patiently. When your car, here is like little jumpy on this curb, but when your car finish jumping, you throttle out. Bam. I'm gonna show you from the cockpit. You wait for car to do what he needs to do. You cannot throttle on the car what is disbalanced over the curb. You wait for him. When you see car is ready, throttle out. If you throttle before or earlier, you will just understeer to the gravel. I always say let car breathe. This is breathing. So fourth gear, third, breathing. Car is breathing, breathing, breathing. And when we see, we can go out full throttle. Bam. And this is how you make the fastest possible time. When you let car do what he need to do, you are not forcing the car into nothing. You are feeling what car need and you are giving it to him. Okay. Here we are going as soon as possible to the right because we want to straighten car for the next braking. You see what I'm doing? I can easily stay here, 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 and go slowly to the right. But if I do this, I will not be able to prepare my car on the time for the next corner. I will come to the corner turning right. We don't want it. I'm going as soon as possible to the right. Straightening my car. So I brake with straight wheels because it's better if you are braking with straight wheels, obviously, always. Braking just before 50, somewhere around 70 meters board. Braking and immediately turning in because we want to use this Camber. Camber is working for us in this corner really good. So this corner is Camber working for us. Like it's dropping down. We don't want to be here. We don't want to be here. We don't want to be here. We want to be as inside as possible. Why? Because here is the lowest part of the road and it's holding, it's working good for car. So braking for fourth gear, downshifting to third gear just before 50 meters board, immediately going inside. You see how road changed the position of the chassis? Look this. Car is straight, 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 and look now. You see how car drops? You see how car drops inside the camber? You see? Immediately. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Reto, thank you very much for 3 months tier 1 subscription, bratan. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, brother. So, guys, we need to use what track is giving to us. We don't want to go outside because if we go outside, we are losing a lot of times. There is no grip. There is always gravel, marbles, or whatever. We want to go to inside. So here we are going 4 gear, downshifting to third, braking, immediately going inside. Together, steering wheel and brake. We are going inside. Staying inside. Don't be greedy to go on throttle too soon. You cannot gain anything. If you go on throttle too soon, your car will jump out and you are going out of camber. How you call this? Carousel. Like it's like carousel on the Nordschleife, you know? We don't want to go out of this carousel, if I can say like this, before car can handle going outside. So I'm staying inside and you see my angle of my steering wheel. This is not corner anymore. I'm straight. I just press throttle out and I'm tracking out. I'm releasing steering wheel to let car go outside to not use too much tires. Look, bam. Car is not struggling, no oversteer, no understeer, nothing. Why? Because I'm patient. If you're not patient, you will go outside, you will lose the time, you will destroy tires, you will overheat, and you will get here, maybe not, but into the last, second to last corner, you will have oversteer or into the last corner. So we don't want it. Coming here slowly, third gear, inside, second gear, patience, 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 throttle out, tracking out middle of the car onto the curb. Then we are going completely on the left, using as much as possible curb here. And then from here, we want to come in the middle of the track and prepare this corner. I don't know reason, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you to say something tra-la-la-la-la. I never like to go too much to the left here. Car is just not feeling good if you go too much to the left. I don't know reason. It's just natural. I like to stay here, not in the middle of the track, but let's say on 80% of track. Not completely on the left, not middle, in the middle of middle and left. Okay, it's GG. So this is the track. This is the middle. We want to put car into the middle from middle and the end. Okay, so here. Here we put the car. From here, guys, it's really important to be patient. Third gear, lifting, smooth on brakes, releasing brake really smoothly. It's really important to release brake really smoothly here because we're carrying a lot of speed. If we release faster, we are done. You can see here that I killed the speed and then I release it. I figure out that I'm a little faster here. I added brake and then I lifted. It's completely fine if you do it. It's not wrong. I mean, it's better if you're full smooth, but if something happens, it's normal. So patience here, hitting the curb, and the most important thing, what I saw that almost 70% people are not using it. Here you want to go with middle of the car over the curb. Why? I saw a lot of people, also people who are driving iRacing for years. I saw people staying here. Do you understand difference between being here and being here? It's like 1 meter. It's 1 meter using track on the entry more than others. If you put your left tires here or here, it's more than 1 meter. What that means? If we use 1 meter more than everybody else here, we will be able to turn less for this corner because we have better angle. We will not have understeer and we will be easy on the exit here. If you are not using that much track here, if you put your left tires here you will probably struggle to keep your car onto the green. You will go onto the gravel. Or if you're not going to gravel, you will need to lift on the exit. Here, when you come on throttle, you will see, holy shit, I'm too fast. I need to release throttle. And then you add throttle again. And this is how you're losing time. So here, patience. Patience. Outside. Lift. Inside. Throttle out. car is going just smoothly, like dream. I'm gonna show you lap from the cockpit, and this will be track guide for Hockenheim.